Programming in letters in a row are very easy on the Viking Designer EPIC. So we can put in a name or put in dates, add a little quilt label. And don't forget that even though this is a beautiful embroidery machine, there's times where you just need to stitch out some alphabets without a lot of time that's taken. So when you do touch the little A for the alphabet menu or the font menu, it automatically opens up the program. Notice your stitches here have disappeared. So there's a total of 5 alphabets in here that you can choose from. The keyboard comes up, you have uppercase, you have lowercase, and then you also have numbers and punctuation. So the combinations that you can get in, you can really just spell out just about anything. I would give it a try, play it with it, get an idea of how big something stitches out. So if you type in a word, my name is Sarah, so it does show you in the direction it's going to sew. So you have an idea, it's going to start with the S, the baseline is over there on the left side, and you'll know by length how big this is. Let me just kind of minimize this, and I'm going to touch OK, and then it brings it in. Now, when you go to sew, it is going to repeat that collection of letters unless you push the stop button. The stop button will indicate that it'll only sew it once, and then here is where you can get an idea of how long that is going to stitch. Right here on the, kind of right here where your measuring tools are on the base of your machine, it will tell you how long 32 millimeters is and give you an idea, okay, that's how long it's going to take to stitch. So if you put in a lot of letters and it says it's 102 millimeters, now you know you need about a 4-inch area to stitch. So if you do want to save it, let's quick do that. What you always do is you open it at the top, but you save it at the bottom. So the little cloud with the pink heart is where you would save it. Now, if you want to make yourself a folder that you could kind of save those memory items in, because these are all my embroidery ones. So to keep it a little separate, I made myself a folder, but with the first item, a number, and then my stitches, and that allows it to come up before my A. It's a little quicker to get to it. Also down here, it gives me a generic name of this particular memory I am saving. So if I do want to put in there like quilt label, or I'll put in Sarah, I do need to make sure I touch and hold that folder. So this file is saved in that folder. Touch OK. All right, so let's talk about where you come back and get this. I mean, you have lots of options too. When you're in program, if you want to adjust any of the letters that you've put in, actually, if you want to adjust anything, touch Edit. That will bring you right back to the screen with those letters in it. And you still have control. Like if you wanted letters to be a different length altogether, whichever letter is highlighted, that's the one that you are changing. So for example, I just made the 2 A's smaller. You have control. Or what if you wanted to go in and add a decorative stitch before and after? And before you know it, it's actually a really fun little design. And again, if you just want to see what it's going to look like stitched out one time, push the stop button on the front of the machine. And so now this design is 53 millimeters long. If you want to delete something you've put into memory, again, go into memory. This is what it looks like when you see it there. It will probably show up as just a generic stitch, so touch the little icon that allows you to see the actual what is in that memory, and you can also delete it there, and it'll ask you, are you sure you want to delete? Actually, I'm trying to open it. There we go. So again, we can delete that, touch OK if you want to delete it, and then it's gone. It's super easy. So try out some of the letters, see how it is to program them. You're going to need to try it a few times to get familiar with how do you open it, how do you save it, and possibly too, how to delete it.